Hello, I'm Victor West and I'm here to show you a brief example of a MVC web application which relies completely on Ajax updates in order to achieve a really smooth web page. So the page itself consists in a really simple e-commerce like site in which you can adopt a cherry tree. I know it sounds silly, but hey, it's just an example. Now, this example took me about a week from start to end, spending 2 or 3 hours per day on it. So don't expect now. Okay, so let's move on to it. As you can see, the page is not in English, so let me explain what it does. First, when the browser loads the page, there's this little animation that suggests you to click on those cherries scattered over the background. By the way, this cherry is just a couple of visual lines drawn and animated using Ravel, JavaScript vector graphics library. Well, let's click each of one of those cherries. By clicking on them, the user displays little contextual menus which leads him towards another menus. The first shows the user a paginated list of cherry trees that are available to be adapted. There's also a text box field which gives you the option of search a certain tree by its name. Once the user has found a proper tree according to his likings, he can adopt it just by clicking in the bubble message that appears right to it. Okay. Now, as in any other adoption process, the user has the liberty to choose how much money he is going to spend in this adoption. So this little slide will let the user adjust his donation and also will let him know which are the features of it. He will be updated with stories about his cherry tree, photos, and he even gets cherries, real cherries. Okay. So he also has to fulfill some personal data such as his name and email addresses, which will receive the aforementioned updates and photos. Of course, there's an error validating the form. A notice is displayed. This notice, okay. So he has to just fulfill the form. Oh, and check it out. That hint, kinda like of Marky, is a plugin I made myself. I shouldn't take credit for this. Okay. So next up, the user can change the name and the description of the adapted cherry tree. And then he's led to the disclaimer notice, which he has to accept. And finally he gets to the part when he has to pay. So we have all the data he has modified, the features of the donation he has chosen, and then we have the pay button that PayPal provides you as a developer. So if we click here, this is the test button. Okay, this is the real one. So let's click on the fake. That leads us to the PayPal page. And now is when we let PayPal do the magic. So just let fulfill this text box with our data and pay the price. Okay, so if everything went fine, we should have received an email confirmation from our site. And there it is. Thanks for your support. Have a smiley face. Some data I'm using as test data. Final mail. And I'm gonna have this block of private data. Okay. So we're going back to the page. And as you can see, the adopted cherry tree is not in the list to adopt. Okay. So before continue, let's populate some data to the database. For this, I took the advantage that MVC puts to our disposal, that is creating views and controllers out of domain objects. So I'm adding a couple of stories to our new adapted chart tree. Okay, so now we can continue to browse the main page, the main site page, and then this one cherry just displays the cherries that have been adopted. So you can search the one you adopted by searching your name or your email or your cherry tree name. If you let it blank, it will be querying sorry, all the cherry trees, yeah, that have been adopted, all paginated of course. And basically this is all of it. This tutorial displays a about page, which you can fulfill with the data of your company or wherever, and a merchandising web page, that is clearly incomplete. So that's it. Hope you have found this useful in any way, and bye.